Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Welcome
today,
today. We did not have time to change.
No, we had a situation that needed our attention. We are on ours. I think this is the best way to get Christmas started.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only a few days out. We'll let everybody kind of file in. I don't think that we put anything up on Instagram or anywhere. Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. You're amazing. And you nail this stuff.
You nail this.
Let us know when you're here, who is here over in the comments. And let us know what you think of our new looks. I feel good about these.
I do too.
So I'm sure we're going to have to repeat this as people come in, but we were
this our annual Christmas photo.
And
not going to give too much away.
Yeah, we can't tell you too much about it. If you know, though, you know. Hey, T.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Our Christmas photos every year are like really, really huge for us. A pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So
every year we it's getting to be a lot though. I'm not really sure what next year will be.
Well, I assume it's going to involve like a dragon.
We top it. So I think there's going to be a whole moving set next year. A true, maybe interactive.
I think so. I think that would be nice. And so today, what we're going to do is talk about all of our Christmas photos because we talk a lot about, action versus just intention. And we love Christmas. We love the holidays.
Can you tell?
We love our girls, our little pups, our bears.
Yeah. So our Christmas photo always is the four of us.
Yeah.
For well over a decade now.
Yep. Or just over a decade. Well over.
Well,
I think 10.5 years means just over.
Just over.
Although I like conceptually either way.
It feels very long.
But we're going to talk today about all of them because I think Ange has pictures of all of them and what went into it because it is, believe it or not, a huge part of love. Mm-hmm. Because it's something that was so important to you that I had no clue about. I didn't understand anything about that. And it's funny trying to be serious to any degree, looking like this.
Yeah,
but
we didn't have time to change.
No.
And I think it's great.
And who would want to have time?
Well, I guess we could just jump right into it.
I feel like we should just jump right into it.
Well, it all started 10 Christmases ago.
Do we have the photos?
Yes, I have the photo. Would you hand me my
is that them? This is the stack.
Yes.
All right.
It all started 10 Christmases ago. But actually started, I shouldn't say that. It actually started
10 Christmases
14
ago.
Christmases ago.
Yes.
It started 14 Christmases ago with Missy Lou Bear's first Christmas. And so this photo of her, she is not even a half of a year old. She is 3 months old, Missy Lou. And this is her first Santa photo. And so this started the major tradition in our family.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hide my face and do this. Oh yeah, you can do it.
Bring it up close.
Okay.
That's Missy and Santa Claus, as you can see, with the nutcrackers. That's not Angelina.
This is circa 2006.
Yeah.
2000. That's crazy to say out loud.
2006 was a year people were alive.
Yes.
Some of you probably weren't even born yet.
No, probably not. Actually. Well, maybe.
Well, probably.
Let's hope if you're
most of yeah.
But yeah, the tradition with Santa Claus started in 2006. And then from there, it kept evolving a little bit. But it wasn't until the Prattis family fully became the four of us that we really started creating this tradition.
Now, is this something, though, that you did with Missy every year? For those of you just dropping in, we'll probably say this again, but we didn't have time to change after our annual family Christmas photo. And without giving too much away, if you know, you know. And if not,
you'll see it hopefully for Christmas in our virtual Christmas card
on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all those other fun platforms. But we always go above and beyond and over the top. Some of you may have seen in past years, we've been reindeer, we have been Santa Clauses, we have been all sorts of things. And Yeah, this year was no exception. Our pumpkin patch Halloween was one of my favorites.
Me too.
Just because they were all pumpkins and I was a pumpkin farmer, obviously.
Like you do. But so it all started with just baby Missy.
And so we wanted to talk today though
Yes.
about, just for people who missed it.
Oh, yes.
We wanted to talk about the action and the action behind and the intention and the love behind these photos. It's not just like getting silly and getting dressed up. There was a huge journey here, and this is a huge part of love, and I'm so excited to share kind of what that journey was and how it's grown over the years. And I'm so stoked to see where it goes. But today we're going to talk about what those things are. Let's hit up our first year, 2010.
2010. So Colt, if you don't know the story of Maya, do we have a video fully explaining Maya's arrival to our family?
No, we should do an episode on that.
Yeah, so I won't give away too much. But when baby Maya arrived at our family, we fully became, the family that we are now. And so I said, that first Christmas together, we have to do a photo with Santa.
Yeah.
And he was very confused. And he was like, what are we going to like peace in Santa, like buy a Santa? And I said, no, we're going to go to the mall and we have to do photos, Christmas photos for the girls, like you do when you have kids. And he said, what? I'm not taking
my dog to the mall. That's insane. You sound like an insane person right now.
So then I explained, no, that's absolutely what we're going to do. Missy does it every year, but now she has a baby sister and we got to go. And he said, okay, so we go to the mall and they sit on Santa. I said, yeah.
Like, they're not even going to allow us to go in the mall with a dog.
And she was like, you don't understand. It's Santa Claus Pet Day. Like it's.
Except we didn't go on Santa Claus Pet Day. We went on Santa Claus regular day with children.
They took dogs. Like most malls at this point.
Yes.
Like let you go with your dogs whenever. I mean, they're family, right?
That they do.
They're kids.
That they do.
But I remember this conversation also, and I was like, well, go get ready. And you said, what? We're taking them to take their photo with Santa. I said, we have to take a family photo with Santa.
All
and you were
of us.
Like, what do you mean? What do you want me to wear? And I said, go put on something red and nice and stop.
Yeah.
And there was a confusion.
Of course there was. Yeah. Well, it's when you don't have a frame of reference for that, like, birthday photo shoots and those things.
Right.
Like when you're not yet a crazy dog parent person, like you don't, you don't quite know. You don't know. You don't know until honestly, you are a crazy cat lady that you are a crazy cat lady. I mean,
I'm certainly not those things, but just passionate. So I'm going to show you the photo of the 2010, the first Prattis family with baby Missy and baby Maya, 2010, 10 Christmases ago. This is our first family photo with Santa. I don't know if there's a glare.
Look at that.
Do you see this? Yes. Great.
Look at you in a mini dress.
This is actually classic us. I'm in a mini dress. Tatas are pushed. Missy Lou is just a raggedy little muffin.
We are both tanned. We're beyond, very tan. Way beyond healthy
I think
levels.
We were tanning Solaning at that point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Huge tan.
Definitely
huge tan all day.
Yeah, I kind of like that tan. Oh wow.
It's pretty good.
Anyway.
Missy is.
And this was at the Paramus Mall.
In New Jersey. One more time, just in case you missed it.
Just in case you missed it.
Like, Missy's just full fluff. Maya's got on her little, as you can see over here, bow. And
yes, and this was the first.
I'm
and
in
you were
a satin jacket.
And I remember you being like, I know, I'm like, where did you get that?
Satin jacket.
I probably made you buy it for the photo.
You may have, but I'm pretty sure I also was trying to be stylish at some point, and that was considered stylish in my head.
It was. Wow. I think you looked really nice, though.
That's very sweet.
If you're coming in, we can't tell you. If you know what we are. If you don't know yet, you'll find out in our virtual Christmas card.
Well, if you don't know yet, to be fair, you won't know when you see the virtual Christmas card. Because this gives it away.
We'll explain.
The Nutcracker.
The girls aren't here, so
yes.
Some of the picture is not complete.
But
when the four of us are
don't
dressed,
know who I am, because you may guess who she is, but if you don't know who I am, go check out Characters in the Nutcracker, or go watch a Nutcracker, and
the ballet
should be apparent who I am.
Yes. I forget though that it's a side part.
It's a side part.
I forget though that like because I grew up like a little ballerina, I assume
Well,
that
you
everybody.
literally were
I was
a little professional ballerina.
But I forget that not everyone knows every character of the Nutcracker inside
Yes.
and out.
I didn't, and I had seen a lot of Nutcrackers.
Right.
And knew about it and still didn't know.
Right. The things. We'll explain more in our Christmas photo. But so our first Christmas photo together
was just like getting through it. Essentially, because I did not.
It was not enjoyable.
It was not enjoyable. It was very confusing to me because I didn't know. But again,
and
I
Maya
knew it would make you
was
happy.
Crying and Missy was screaming and it was
yeah.
But it did make me happy.
But it made you happy. And also, I'm so happy. And the reason you did it was because you were like, you're never going to forget Maya's first Christmas.
Yeah.
But you're not going to remember it the same if we don't do this.
Right.
And that was a nice sacrifice. That was a worthwhile sacrifice to make.
Sometimes, yeah, you kind of. I do this a little too much sometimes, but I force. Oh, look at that hairs coming out.
Yeah,
you've been wanting to do that.
I've been wanting to do it. You always have the good hairs. Today, I got it. Yeah.
What's your name? Kelly with the good hairs.
I have no clue.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not cool enough to know
okay.
those.
Who knows Beyonce's song? Is it Katie with the good hair? I don't know. So either way. Okay, so we're gonna skip a year, but we're gonna move on to we're getting used to this Christmas photo situation together. And so every year, if you guys know our lives, like we're always traveling and we're always moving, and we move like 75 times a year, it feels like, and we're always on tour or whatever. So these Christmases,
Becky with the good hair.
Becky with
Thanks,
the good
John Boy.
hairs.
Of course you know it.
Yes.
Oh, he's so up to date on the social things.
So we're gonna skip to 2012. So Maya is 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Missy is then six years old. And we are in Los Angeles for this Christmas. It's actually the Christmas right before you went on tour with Pink. So you had just done the Try video. I'm sorry.
That's good.
And so we're in LA at not at the Grove, but at what's it called? The other big mall there. And I'm like, okay,
Westfield Century City, where Happy Place is currently at. Yeah. You should go check it out. If you're in LA or around LA or within a 6-hour drive of LA, you should go to LA, and the Westfield Century City Mall has a drive-through installation called Happy Place, sponsored by Subaru. Yours truly does the videos.
Thank you.
I do it again.
Thank you. Anyway, this is our third Christmas photo together, but we're skipping past it because I remember this one so vividly. You were getting ready to go on tour.
Yes.
Like, it was a little bit cuckoo.
Yes.
Of a time. We're packing and we're figuring out what the heck we're going to do. Like, I'm going to go back to New Jersey and like get an apartment. I don't know. It was a lot going on. It was very stressful.
Yes.
And then I think like our families were coming in and out of town, like visiting. And I was like, we have to go get our Christmas photo tonight. And you were like, tonight is not opportune. We don't have to.
I honestly, I kind of thought, I was like, dodged a bullet this year. And she was like, well, we still got to go. And I was like, isn't it like Christmas Eve?
I think it might have been actually.
You were like,
Christmas
it
Eve.
doesn't matter. We have to get it done. We will go after Christmas, but we're getting it done.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was potentially Christmas Eve. Yeah. And I was like, get in the car, put on something. It was a little stressful.
I loved it.
There. It was a little stressful. But this happened and it was beautiful. And I loved it. So here is 2012.
So out of all the stress that you hear us talking about, though,
we end up taking a great little photo. Look at the smiles on these little girls' faces.
Little monsters. Come on now.
You got the classic Missy tongue. You got Maya just with her glue-on bow. She's not happy about.
So the thing about the classic like Missy is not that she's smiling. It's usually that she's screaming and we catch it at the right time, or that she's panting because she's put herself into such a fervor.
Well, Missy is a public screamer. Let's just out her right now. She's a public screamer.
Yeah.
Especially around children and Santa Claus.
Yes.
And so it doesn't equate for the most like
enjoyable
feeling in the moment. But the
pictures and the memories.
We always catch it. Right.
And again, this kind of leads us to the reason that you're doing it, right? The reason that you're in this relationship, the reason that you're doing these things, whatever that thing is, has to be more important to you than to all of those people that you're not going to see after this. Unless you're
I was like, what do you care?
Yeah.
What Why do you care? Who cares?
Because I would always
need
get
my
so
memory.
embarrassed. And then we started really getting into it. Not yet, though. I think
Not
this
yet,
is
though.
2013, 2014.
Yeah, so we continue down this road of, this is then 2013. Continue down the road of just nice Santa Claus pictures. This one
That was in Vegas, right?
was taken in, yes, Las Vegas.
One of my favorites because they're both smiling. They're both panting and panicking.
They are both panting and
Actually,
panicking.
this one, I think they were just having a good time because this one's in Las Vegas in a place called Town Square.
Yeah.
And they have an incredible setup, and it's like Santa's house, and you go in and they're very open to dogs being there, and they have like treats and all sorts of stuff, and it's like
it's really, really cute. Yeah.
So this next one is the last year that it was normal.
Right.
This was right before the threshold, the tipping point.
Yeah. So we keep doing these photos, and actually, I think I got a little more festive this year. They both had these like Santa, little Mrs. Claus dresses, but you can't really make them out in the photo, which I didn't really realize at the time.
Yeah.
But
this is also in Vegas.
This is also taken in Vegas another following year. What year was this? 2015? I don't know. The years that we skipped a couple years, so we don't take up too much time. But this is the last photo
in normal clothes.
In normal clothing. Yeah. So
get ready.
So we're going to skip 2016 and what happens in 2017 really begins the magic.
The real true, like real deal stuff of putting in some real effort into these photos. Now, if you've been on my Instagram for a while, or if you followed me for a while,
you guys, I'm not going to show you what I'm looking at right now, but Colt is not wearing pants.
Yeah,
He's in this full setup in its full underwear.
Yes.
Tattoos are flying.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I just wanted to give you it's very fun.
I didn't plan on standing up. I feel like this is appropriate.
We didn't have time to change.
Anyway, so.
Oh, nice.
So we decided, okay, like, let's really do this. If we're going to do this, and this is where I started to really get into it. I was like, look, if we're going to do this, let's buckle down and do it right. Let's really go over the top. You want to take a photo with Santa? Cool. How about instead we do a full theme and the girls aren't just in dresses? Let's do something special. What could we do? What could we be to make this picture better? And I'll tell you what we did. We were Santa's reindeer. Because there's 4 of us and we were like, yeah, that's all you can fit in the picture. That's great.
Let's be reindeer.
So let's be reindeer. Let's show the picture so we don't leave them wanting.
So let me tell you where this was, though. We were in San Francisco this year. Yes. I was on tour with Lad, and you just got finished shooting, I think, that season of this clothes. I don't know. You come with me to San Francisco.
Yes.
And the area of San Francisco we were staying in we had to drive to a really nice mall, which they had. Yeah.
Nearby. But we definitely had to drive, even though it was nearby, because you have to drive through a certain area.
So we piled in the car in our costumes.
Yes.
Here we go.
We get out of the parking garage, and already people are staring. Now, why would they be staring, you might ask? Well, because we were dressed like reindeer, all 4 of us. Missy's screaming. No, actually, we had given Missy, we had given her a Benadryl to chill out. The problem was she ended up
she got a little squirrely-eyed and didn't take a very good photo.
Like, so sleepy.
We went back.
So we had to do it again.
This is day 2 Christmas photo where she is very alert.
As you can see, we started to really get into it. Now, this is, again, the second time that we Aishwarya, Colt is Drosselmeyer.
She got
well played, Aishwarya. This is the second time that we have walked through not just the parking deck. It's not like you go from the parking deck directly to Santa.
Yeah, it was like a very long setup.
It's like the Macy's on 34th Street. Yeah. You have to like walk all the way through the mall and then take an escalator and then you go around. And everybody the whole time is just watching these 4 reindeer people
for a long time too for some reason.
Also that.
I don't really know where we parked. I don't even know if it was
doing that 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. And people recognized us from the
They're like, oh, you're back.
And they were like, why are you back? And I was like, the little one didn't take a good photo the first time. We had to come back.
Now imagine dressing up as a reindeer and walking through San Francisco to get to this mall. You get there and you take this photo. and you take this photo and then you take another photo, and you do that for so long that the kids in the line behind you are crying, and you have to leave. And as you're walking out, love of your life turns to you and says, we didn't get it.
We didn't get it.
We have to do it again.
He was like, wait, what?
Ooh,
it's good enough. And I was like, Missy has her eyes closed and her head is wobbly.
Lolling, just
she's
full on
face plant child sleeping. You have to do it again.
Yeah. So
I was like, but he did it out of love.
Pure love. Pure love.
You know how much
and
it
devotion.
means to
And
me.
also I really, really wanted to use these pictures. And you said you wouldn't post them or use them anywhere if she looked like that. You were like, who am I going to send these to? I don't want.
No.
Looks like she's sleeping. Looks like it's no fun.
Right.
And I appreciated that. Now, the next year, that was a true test of how much you wanted to do it.
Oh, I the next year got really smart, you guys. And I said, well, you know what? They're getting a little older. They don't necessarily need to sit on Santa Claus's lap per se. What if we just do a really extravagant Christmas photo compromise, right? Because I'm not dragging them through a mall with lots of children. What if we go to a photo studio but we get really heavily costumed, right? So I'm not even going to explain any more.
Oh no, you should. You should definitely not just
just show it.
Load and just let it be.
Okay. Well, so we came up with several ideas of
you
what
called
we should
every
be.
photo studio in.
Oh, we were in Des Moines on tour with Aladdin,
and nobody would take us.
Well, no one would take us for some reason. It was actually surprising. Maybe I'm used to the coasts are very cool with the dogs always just caught. I don't even think about it. But we were in the middle of the country. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't used to having the dogs in the photo studios, which is odd to me. But either way, I found a wonderful. But you may
find it odd, and you may not.
I found a wonderful, I don't even know what it was called, photo expressly portraits something, that has where the old
glamour
school,
shots,
shots, basically where you have the background drop, whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
This is before we got very savvy with our own cameras. And
now the best part is. They finally accept that we're going to come in and do Christmas photos with the girls, with our dogs. And they're, very kind and excited on the phone. They're like, yes, we can't wait to have you. It's going to be great. You're actually, there's some people before you, but, there's nobody after you. You have the whole place because of the dogs. You're going to have the whole place for 2.5, 3 hours.
We're like, this is amazing.
This is great. Except we got there and they realized that we were going to be full tilt boogie. All of us were Santa Claus.
Just to really take it in.
So imagine this walked into the Glamour Shots place.
In Des Moines.
Des Moines. And this is...
I didn't really think twice about it until everyone was really
this is not the only photo. I'm surprised that you only have these.
I'm happy to share. I didn't want to overload everyone. Let me just.
Y'all, we had to do or got to do, really, let's be honest. We got to do shoots in every location that they had because they had a bunch of studios. And
well, I mean,
you got to get the solo shots and the
different poses.
So here's another of this ridiculousness. This wasn't just a run and gun. We were in there for a long time.
Right. This is another one. There's cookies with Santa.
There we go. Let's see if we can bring this one up. Yeah, cookies and milk. Now you'll notice in some of them. I mean, this one. Come on.
This is truly the best photo of the entire of the year. That year, she was very happy.
Come on.
Yeah. She was
Come on.
Happy. So, I mean, that's not all of our Christmas photos, but this is a summary of how we do our Christmases. So I'm excited for everyone to see the surprise photo this year.
Yeah, the surprise photo this year is...
no, we weren't in a professional photo studio because...
We were not. However, we are in a professional world.
Right.
Made
And you're very good at this point.
Oh, that's very
with the
sweet.
camera. Like we've come far.
And I'm going to wear pants for that, just because I'm not wearing pants right now.
There are
mean-
pants on him, so don't worry.
I will be wearing pants for the shoot.
Yeah.
Hello everybody. Sorry, I can't. This is the bad eye. I don't know why I wore the patch on this.
That's your bad eye?
Yeah.
Well, what's funny too is when we were deciding who was going to be who, and I'm not going to give away what the girls are, but I was like, you have to be Drosselmeyer. And he was like, why? Why don't I be the Nutcracker? And I was like, so many reasons, but also you have an eye patch like that you use.
I do have an eye patch that I've used this year within the last 2 months. So
right.
No, there was one more year that was not as crazy, but this was just like, we went to a place called.
Well, we like, again, if you don't know already, like, we're obsessed with the holidays, especially Christmas.
As you might have guessed.
From our Halloween get-ups every year. But this one, actually, we are very fond of a place called Santa's Village.
Up in New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Vermont. New Hampshire.
It's in Jefferson, New Hampshire. If you're ever in the mountains, go to Santa's Village. It's actually a summer destination.
Yeah.
And you can visit Santa Claus during the summer.
And take a picture with him. And your wish will come true, even though it's in the middle of the summer. Make sure it's in all purple. You get a discount. You don't, but it's always fun to do it.
Oh
so keep an eye out, everybody, for our Christmas photo this year. I'm pretty excited about it.
It's going to be great. I feel bad that I didn't have enough time to do the mailings, but you can download it.
Yeah, you can download it somewhere, I'm sure. I guess we'll make it downloadable.
No, I love to always,
She's literally putting these
friends.
in a file of all of our Christmas photos, because that's just where our Christmas photos go.
Well, we travel so much, I have to really keep.
You got to keep it in place. All right, let's go to the comments and read through. See who's here. Hello, everybody. Aishwarya, Shy. See, you got to dig it. Megan. What's up, guys? My anxiety is through the roof today. Glad to be able to catch you guys live. Well, we are so happy that you are here. Oh my God. What did we watch? It made me think about you the other day, just because we were talking about Christmas movies and stuff. We were checking out new Christmas movies.
We watched
The Santa Claus, like you do. We watched Elf. Watched Bad Moms Christmas last night. A little bit of it. It's pretty funny.
I love Bad
It's
Moms
pretty
Christmas.
funny.
It's really funny.
If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah, I won't give too much away. I think it's hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
You don't have to, it's not so deep, it's uplifting.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. All right. Hold on, what do we got over here? You guys are so cute. Just rolling through everything. Nice plug. You're only slightly less punchable now. Thanks, John. But I think I'm still retaining my punchability as I fluff my hair more and more.
Becky.
Becky with the good hair. Now I know how to say it. Hey, Novalee. Brandon's here. Y'all, Brandon G. Alexander is here. And get ready, because if you haven't seen last week's refinery, it's the ugly Christmas sweater, ugly holiday sweater edition. It is pretty great. And this one, this Thursday, or this Friday's, which is what, Christmas Day? It
is Christmas Day, I guess.
Well, it's still going to come out.
Yeah.
It's still going to come out because it's a great day for it. It's going to be great if you haven't seen it. Feliz Navidad. Hello, MJ. All right. Y'all, I just want to make sure nobody had any questions. I mean, other than obviously all the questions that
either way, we can let's tie up this with a bow, at least what we were talking about.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, Courtney. Hello. Kimmy.
You love me so much.
I do.
That you have put yourself through many uncomfortable situations over the years. And I
learned to love it, though.
Yes, and I think now you love it.
I do. Obviously,
I handed him his
stressful.
costume this year, because I like to put everything on a hanger as if I'm always a set designer, as you can tell from our birthday photo shoots and our Halloween photo shoots. So I always think I'm the set designer, and so I have everyone's costume hung up and steamed and ready to go. And so I handed him his costume today, and he without a thought was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm running late. Help me!"
Yeah, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what though? This is what I love is there really is a compromise here, and the reason we wanted to talk about this, if you came in later, we wanted to talk about this because yes, there's this great memory and this great thing. Like there's this photo literally of this moment, but that is not everything that went into it.
Right.
And so when we look at relationships, when we look at, whether it's movies or people around you or friends or family, like there's so much goes into those things that we don't know about. Right. And so we wanted to share what all went into these ridiculous, amazing Christmas photos that we love so much. And from both of us, there were compromises. We don't go to malls anymore because it has become so stressful. But now we get to have so much more fun. Yeah. Because we do our own version of it.
And the cool thing about like I love photos, even though I don't take as many as I should, I think, in life, but these planned photos, like especially on big events like this, I love them. Not just, yes, it's amazing to have like these cute photos and these ridiculous outfits that we do, but I can tell you the good and the bad and the happy and the sad of that time. And that's so beautiful to me. And so I'm not going to give away too much about this year because I want you guys to see the photo first.
I'm not going to give away too much.
We're already going on, but I don't want to share what the girls are yet. So we'll talk about that after. But like, let's talk about when we were 4 Santa Clauses, right?
Yeah.
That year was really hard for us. Like it was before you had joined the tour. Mm-hmm. I was half traveling with the girls alone. Like you were half in LA, half back with me.
Girls had been sick.
The girls had been very sick that year. Especially Missy that year. It was a hard year. And I look at that photo of her and she looks like a dream. And you guys can't really tell from the outside. She looks like a freaking dream. But she was hurting and she hadn't had this surgery that, it was a big decision to do. And we did it, thank God. And like, she's a little fighter, but like, I think of like how strong she was in the days leading up to that. I think of the hilariousness of leaving the hotel we were staying at to go to this expressly purchased, and like everyone in our cast was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Just like laughing at us. I remember, I don't know.
By that point, everybody on tour was like, oh, okay. We got it. They're the crazy people. Right? Yeah, they're crazy dog people. It's totally
I remember you running around the hotel the night before when I showed you what you were going to wear.
Yeah.
And so he puts on the whole Santa getup, but like chest out. And I was like, you're the sexiest Santa I've ever seen. And we were making like eggnog and drinks and like, I don't know, pictures. It's not just that one moment in time is what I'm trying to say. It helps you remember the whole period of time.
The whole season.
Yes, if you will. The whole season. And thank you for always like creating that for me. It really does help me paint the picture of the story of our life when I look back at each of these times.
I'm glad that we did it. And I'm glad that we found a way to do it together that works for both of us, but also that really actually only elevates everything about it.
Totally. Like, it is a much more enjoyable situation for the girls too.
I mean, come on. How could it not be? Look at this. Come on.
Right. You're a very sexy Drosselmeyer.
Come on now.
Come on.
Polishing. Come on.
I'm gonna get into that. Anyway.
Yeah. So we just wanted to share that with you. We wanted to jump on here. I am so excited for y'all to see the card. I'm so excited for you to see what is today? Tuesday? Thursday's episode and also Friday's episode of The Refinery. Yes. And if we do not talk to you, which we won't get to after this, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I think we'll talk to you before the new year, but just
in the event we don't, because life I think is a little crazy for everyone this week. We love you so much. Thanks for being here with us all through 2020.
I forgot to tell you. I think
yes,
we hit the 4,000 watch time hours.
No.
Yes.
No.
We hit 4,000 watch time hours, and since we're over 1,000 subscribers, we will be joining the YouTube partnership community in the new year. So thank you to you for being here and helping us do that. We're so excited to bring new content and new stuff in 2020 and be able to share this new big project that we're working on. Yeah. We're so excited.
My gosh, the next time we talk live, maybe potentially in 2020. Actually, no, probably not. We'll talk to you guys live before that. We'll make it.
We'll see what happens. We'll figure it out.
All right. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We love you.
Be safe.
Adieu.
I mean, look at just silver hair.
Are we going to let it go that long when you get old?
Oh, I'm 100% going to let it go that long. Come on now. All right, everybody.
We're out.
How because the carpet matches. Thanks for ending that way, John.